No, it's a huge day about the whole nuclear Korea thing. We're actually talking about something else, bigger than that.
I know where you're going with this one. The birth of GooTube, my friends. Come on.
You guys,
they're so dead today, it's not even funny.
Okay, well, the big news of the day is Google buying YouTube for $1.6 billion.
You got to put the pinky to the mouth when you say that number.
1.6.
Yeah. No, it's her pinky mouth.
What's the voice? $1.65 billion.
That's almost as good as your Bart Simpson or your Pee Wee laugh.
Okay, you guys, they bought YouTube for $1.65 billion worth of stock. Not even real money.
What is it like in stock? They just fire up the photocopier.
They're like, here you go.
Smash it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for giving us to yourself.
Yeah. So it was a big deal today. Our producer found out that we were in our read-through.
That's right.
And our producer,
we didn't know if it was
Sean,
going to happen before the show started. We thought it was. Sean pops in the room, and as serious as could be,
he walks in and says, like this.
Oh.
I don't know if this affects anything, but it just happened.
That's exactly what happened. It was that
very
dramatic.
dramatic.
It's one of those moments that, like, where were you? It's like a 9/11 kind of thing. Or when John F. Kennedy gets shot. It's like you'll always remember where you were if you were actually alive during that time. But this is one of those moments. I'll remember where I was when Google and YouTube merged.
Now, everybody's saying that this is a lot of people on here aren't really happy about it because they're going to say this is actually a bad thing for Google and YouTube to meet up, and that we're going to lose a lot of those. We're going to be sued a lot.
Well, Mark Cuban actually, he recently said that only a moron would buy YouTube because they're breaking the law and they're going to get sued, etc. In fact, I think he just updated his blog today or something like that, right?
Yeah, he put on his blog that he thinks Google is crazy. So the question is, why would Google buy it?
Well, okay, so here's the deal. Like, it's one thing to say yes, they're going to get sued like crazy, but Google's had their own video service that's also had copyright clips on it. The World of Warcraft South Park episode was on there 40 times in the last week. So it's not like this is new territory for Google. The only difference here is that now Google and YouTube, even though they're one entity, they've signed major deals with all the major networks. So the CBSs, the NBCs, all these guys are going to have their content featured there because rather than sue, they realize there's a lot more money to be made off getting some of the ad revenue.
Now, here's a good question, though. So Google's going to make money, the network's going to make money, but what about those crazy, amazing, bottle rocket to the head videos that we love here on the show that people go onto YouTube for? Are those going to go away?
No, those aren't going to go anywhere. From what has been announced so far, there's no plans to change what YouTube or Google Video are. They're going to operate independently of each other for now. But my guess is that Google's smart. They know this is kind of the future of IPTV. This is the future of television. Everybody's going to be making content and distributing it this way in 5 to 10 years. So they're just getting in on it now. They'll probably turn it into like a MySpace social networking site. But let's be glad that it's Google, because this could have been Microsoft buying YouTube.
Or iTunes.
Or if Apple got it and turned it into like iTunes and it was all protected videos. Like, who knows? It could be a lot worse. So far, Google and YouTube have both kind of been companies for the end user, companies for the people. So I think this is a good thing.
Well, you guys, we will have more coverage of the Google YouTube story coming up in the feed. And tomorrow, when the dust finally settles, we will give you the most in-depth coverage around of this historic purchase in The Loop.